Welcome back to the Common Podcast, where we try to make common sense more common. I'm Mel.
I'm San.
And today we're talking about IoT,
The
aka
Internet of Things.
things, very much things. So before we get started into that, you might ask, what exactly is IoT?
So probably something you haven't heard about. It's not very common in you might have heard it when marketing, but essentially IoT is every item, every what's the best example for something like that? For example, a fridge. The new fridges that you've seen, they can connect to Wi-Fi.
Your thermostat can connect to Wi-Fi. Your fridge can connect to Wi-Fi.
Your car.
Let's not even get into that. Your lights can connect to Wi-Fi. Trust me, I know. I have some of them. Google Home.
They're cool.
All that stuff.
Your music system.
All that. And then on top of that, your laundry system can connect to Wi-Fi. Your lawn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have that.
Your lawn.
Yeah, in order to water our lawn, we have it so that it's connected to our Wi-Fi system, and we can set it on our phone.
Yeah.
Very.
Your garage door.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have
connected to Wi-Fi. And for those of y'all, before we get into it, I will say off rip. For those of y'all who have your garage door connected to Wi-Fi, like unfortunately I do and some others, make sure to lock your actual inner garage door because if you ever get hacked and someone pops that thing open, because you know how they have all these garage doors are connected to the internet. They have the options like, oh, dude, would you like delivery in your garage? Which means that someone else can open your garage. Not you, someone else. Like like Amazon, they can pull up to you.
Use MyQ.
They'll open up your garage using
MyQ.
Yeah, MyQ. They have access to your garage. Yep. If that account or whatever, all that stuff gets hacked, any rando can pull up to your garage, pop that bitch open. Excuse my language.
So essentially, we want to talk a lot about IoT is a very polarizing subject, especially in computer science.
The Internet of Things, the original Internet, we've already had an episode about this where, it's just a bunch of wires connected underground, all this stuff connecting different countries, and it's just a bunch of ones and zeros being tapped through those wires and
being sent through, exactly.
Which we created user interfaces across that we know what we were trying to communicate, but the computers themselves are translating that to electrical signals so that they can understand what's going on, and then so on and so forth.
But Internet of Things, very simplified.
Yeah, very much simplified.
Very simplified.
But IoT is essentially that, but with also just devices.
It is essentially every device that exists around you.
So let's say your washing machine, if it can be connected to the internet, you can run it through your phone.
That is an interface on your washing machine. That is okay. So we both work in cybersecurity and study cybersecurity. Part of the thing people think about is attack vectors. I'm sure if you also work in cybersecurity, that
attack vectors
that put your ears.
Threat
environments, threat actors. Imagine if an environment where every single device you have connects to the central system and is an attack vector. That's what we're doing now.
You're just adding more attack vectors.
Like the people have been hacked through, for example, my family has an EV. Our EV charger connects to Wi-Fi. That's a new attack vector that is in our house, not our Wi-Fi or our router, our phones, laptops, all those things.
Because also, since a car is also an EV, let's say if someone manages to be able to hack the EV charger then pull information from the actual, when your EV charger connects to the car,
exactly.
It's like an actual connection. Like it's a full-on connection. So let's say they manage to somehow not just be like adding charger, but they can pull information through that connection of the actual vehicle, model, all this stuff, all that stuff.
Absolutely possible.
So now, if someone gets access to that EV charger, now they have all the information about your car, and then potentially they can create a backdoor in the car itself, so they can have remote access to the car, and then where this is going.
Okay, here's the thing: rack already exists in cars.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, a remote access control already exists in vehicles. If you have a vehicle,
you've seen the movies where someone's just, they're driving next to them, they can't control the car.
That's not incorrect. That exists.
Yeah, that exists already.
Vehicles past 14 or 15 or something like
Yeah.
that. Something like that.
I mean, shit. Even vehicles post 2000s have computers in them.
Yeah.
But like very basic computers
Very
where it's like
basic
just
computers.
counting, like, you know, your odometer.
But here's the thing. So even the most basic computer can be changed, right? Oh my God. I haven't been using my bike this entire time. I hope that wasn't too,
He's a
quiet.
dumbass.
I'm very loud.
But I'm also right here and I got mine right there,
Yeah,
so
that
you'll be
works.
all right.
Yeah, I should be fine. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so like even the most simple computer can be a risk, right? Like it is not hard to send data through a computer. And look, even the most basic data attack is dangerous, especially in a vehicle. Like that is a risk. So Internet of Things, in our opinion, it is a helpful and a convenient thing. People love convenience, right? Like it's so easy being able to connect everything together, be able to turn on your sprinklers through your phone,
Mhm.
be able to change your lights just from your phone.
Yep.
But in our opinion, especially as I will say, like people who are aware of cybercrime, in this day and age, that is a heavy risk. And it's not one being actively considered or thought about in day-to-day functions, right?
And then that's just in that one sense. But like
Yeah.
nowadays, convenience is at the cost of your privacy, which again, to get that for something to be able to tell you when you need what you need at a certain time, they have to have access of exactly what you need when you need at that
They
time.
are
to then
tracking
tell
you.
you. And if you give them that information, like essentially, let's say you connect your medication and all that stuff to your phone and add it to and create like an automation where it's like, just setting up reminders and going through all that stuff. Like they now have a way of like knowing like, hey, adding onto this person's digital profile, they take these medications at this certain time. Shit, we need to make more profit off of this. How about we just hike up the cost of this thing for this certain person? And we like to call that dynamic pricing.
So like we are not trying to scare people and be like, oh, people are out to get you, things like that. You got to understand the fundamental reason that you are being tracked is because you are being advertised to constantly.
Yeah.
Your entire life right now, lives.
Your phone gathers DRM software. It gathers, it pings off of so many different things and it just sends out information.
You're not in danger. It's more so you should be aware how many people are looking at you to make money off you.
Yeah, there's a reason why when you're having a conversation about a certain thing, and then next thing you know,
an ad pops up for that.
Or even scarier. Sometimes you'll think of something.
Yes.
And then next thing you know, it pops up. It's like, okay, wait, hold up here.
And people don't. It's not like they're reading your mind. It's more so when you have as someone who has studied a teeny bit of psychology, our actions speak way more than you ever know. Your thought process subconsciously and consciously come out in your actions, even on the internet. Like you will subconsciously most likely go to sites that push you into that way. And they can register, algorithms know and can predict you.
Mm-hmm.
They are for example, TikTok. Before it was bought by Oracle, TikTok was known for having one of the best algorithms in all of social media. It was perfect.
The For You page is there for a reason.
It was perfect at sucking you in. It made sure you did not close the app because every new video would be something you were interested in, something you might not have been thinking about, but oh wow, that's actually a very interesting thing. That's kind of cool. That's purposeful. The algorithm was purposely calculating what you were interested in. The second you stay on a video for a longer time, that's a higher value. That means you can add a value to this prediction model. So for example, the prediction model is reading you.
I'm going to let continue with this. I'm going to be right back, y'all.
Yeah, coming back in. Sorry about that, guys. Had to take a little break. We're talking about prediction models. Your behavior is being predicted, right? Like actively.
Like we were talking about TikTok. Like the more you watch certain things, the For You page is curated the way it is for a reason. Yeah, it's like it's quite literally for you. It's like, hey, we have this person. This is our profile here. What can we do to keep them more engaged. Let's look at what all the things that they like. So that's why the more you like certain things, the more you share certain things, the more of that thing pops up on your page. The longer
you watch a video, the how quick you might scroll away from another one. So these things don't have to be inherently bad, because of course we love having a social media page that, that's why I loved TikTok back in the day. Always got what I wanted. Always got those good videos. Yes, yeah, sure. We always got fire. But at the same
edits too.
No, of course.
Yes,
at the same time, you should be aware of that. And in our opinion, a lot of people are just not aware of those things. And Internet of Things is one of those things you should absolutely be aware of. You need to know what devices of yours are connected to the internet, what router they're going through.
Why they're even connected to the internet. Because some things just randomly connect to the internet for no reason. It's like, hey, why is my pencil connected to the internet?
Why is my pen sending out pings?
Oh, tracking my location? Oh, fun.
Oh, wow. And that's not to be like, oh my God, you guys, the government is looking at you. The government is looking at you.
Palantir does exist.
Yeah, but we gotta remember, these motherfuckers work for the government because they are companies. And like this episode is, I'm dating this episode Sunday, April 19th. Just now, Palantir kind of released a manifesto about trying to push for a lot more anger, vitriol, and surveillance in America. And your devices being so connected affects that. It absolutely does.
Makes it easier for them.
Yeah. And what we're trying to say is like
your car is also connected to the internet. Yep. Why do you think sometimes, like, if you're speeding too much, all this other stuff, like, at some point your insurance might be like, might start collecting that data. Well, already is.
It is.
Nexus. Yeah. But let's not even get into that. But collect all that data, and it's like, you're driving what we like to call aggressively. Let me raise your rate so I can get some more money, because you're being a bit more high risk.
And it's also it's not even that. It's like a lot of these Internet of Things, they get stored in the cloud, and companies take as many cuts as they possibly can. They try to outsource as much of it as possible. That puts your data at risk. Like, for example, your Ring devices, Ring cameras. Yeah, that's on some dude in Thailand is being able to watch that stuff. That's what's happening. That's not like, for example, I don't know if anyone knows about Optimus robots, the Elon Musk robots.
Jesus Christ.
They were run by people in the Philippines. Multiple AI companies. They were just outsourcing the AI to people in South Africa and India.
I.e. just watching you and responding.
Yes. So like a lot of people think like AI infrastructure and these things are already existing, and they are still being set up. So a lot of companies are trying to get away with as much outsourcing and lies as possible. And your devices are at risk if that's the case. So, you smell that?
Yeah.
Sorry, there's like some weird smell around here. Anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting, but
it's like sulfur.
Yeah.
But
oh my God, salt on the windows.
Supernatural. Y'all should watch Supernatural, but only till like season
7, right?
6. 7.
You bitch. Fuck. Yeah, but you're low-key right though. I'm trying to figure out
which season it is.
Yeah.
The Leviathans come 8, right?
Honestly, the one, just watch up until Leviathans, and then after that, you could
probably stop.
You probably stop there, but
if you can watch a few episodes, but like you get stopped.
Because what happens after Leviathan? Like after Leviathan, because Dean gets the mark of Cain.
Spoilers for Supernatural.
Yeah, spoilers Supernatural. Dean gets the mark of Cain, and then
which can be there are cool parts to
it.
And
then he essentially murks an entire family of Frankensteins because of Charlie. And then what else happens after that? And then after that, what was it?
mean,
He
like,
gets rid. Oh yeah, they get rid of it through
look,
releasing the darkness.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then they kill
I
Death.
will say, in my opinion, once we started going into Chuck, Amara, and all that, I checked out mentally long ago.
And then it's like,
And here's the thing: I like Jack as a character. Like, his actor did really well.
yeah,
But after I look at the beginning of the show and the rest of the show, it's very obvious these guys kind of like knew that they were out of material, and they just kind of were like, "Oh, let's just go bigger and bigger."
yeah, because like literally after they got rid of Chuck, like what else was gonna happen? Oh, Dean dies from the
Exactly,
like the most basic bullshit. Oh, okay, bye.
Anyway, back to you're so right there. Back to Internet of Things. Another thing I want to talk about: Internet of Things allows for spam and scam to happen a lot easier. Did you hear about the story in, I think it was Bolivia? Oh no, it was a European country. I think Bulgaria. There was a. I'm gonna make sure one's down and turned down a teeny bit. There was I believe a room that was broken into. The police knocked the door down and everything, and they found over 50,000 phones or some shit like that.
Oh,
just sending bot texts.
Yeah. Like
if you have
fake
fake engagement. If you have been on Twitch, if you have been on Twitter, if you have been on Instagram, you know how prevalent bots are. It's crazy it's because of the Internet of Things. You're able to just get a bunch of phones, tie them together,
write some scripts.
Just write a Python script, send out shitload of just data of nonsense.
And you can kind of like
that's
strategize what sends out what.
You can send out bots.
If you got like 100 of them, you can be like, okay, 20 goes here doing this one, another 20 here.
You could do DDoS attacking.
Sections.
You can DDoS attack through that.
Oh, even that. There's like not even just a DDoS attack through like botnets.
No, that's what I'm saying. Through straight botnets. I have it pulled right here.
Like you see it, your own device can be turned to a botnet.
Into a botnet. Well,
without your knowledge fully.
Exactly. End of the day, like if your device can take malware in through updates, through many things. Like, for example, there have been updates that have pushed malware onto multiple devices. And if a attacker sees that knows that update has gotten pushed through, they can take control of your device. Command and control.
Remote access.
MITRE attack chain. I'm in class right now, so forgive me.
CWE.
Shut up. Yeah, but no. And here's the thing. If they have access to your phone, think about how many apps you have there and how much data those apps collect. Your bank app, your internet, your garage app.
Yeah, like all like your home
app,
stuff.
Just anything.
Your fitness app.
Your fitness app.
Your health app.
Your health app. Your food app. Your DoorDash.
These are all what I like to call PIIs.
Yeah.
Personally identifiable information.
It is.
You don't want people to have access to your PIIs like that.
It is extremely easy to get that information nowadays, and people don't like. I think a lot of people have instant updates on, or might just like be like, okay, I'll just update immediately. Don't. In general, with your any device, unless you know, like for example, I have multiple devices that they're like not connected to anything, or max they're connected to is one network, and they're usually like my computer at home, my server computer, the one I run Docker through.
I think this one I barely even update unless it forcibly updates itself.
Yeah, this wouldn't need to be updated. That's your work phone, right? So it's like, why would you update that?
No, because it's like I don't know. Because like I think at some point it just forcibly updates itself.
It
like,
will.
I don't.
It's Apple.
Yeah, I don't let the shit. It's just like.
But like Android, my Android does not update till I tell it to update. It does not have auto update on. I don't like that. There are risks when updating your phone. There are. So it's best to just be like,
especially if you can't revert back to.
Yeah, exactly. That often versions. is an issue with these things. They just cannot be reverted back to old updates, and that can be a risk.
But let's see, in terms of IoTs and your privacy, it's just very good to like, you know, as much as convenience is nice.
Yeah.
Try to at least like try to understand what all exactly information that you're handing out before you do so. Because like, you know, let's say it's nice to like, you know, throughout the day have certain things just like automatically happen for you. Like, you know, you can have like a routine set up on your Google Home or something like that where it's like, hey, when I go to work, do all this stuff.
Yeah.
When I get back home from work, do all this stuff. Set the lights like this.
Well, it's that feeling of that future, right?
Yeah.
People love that feeling of the
future. But it's like, okay, now someone gets access to that stuff. It's like, okay, they go to work at this time, and they usually like their shit like this. They get back home at this time, and then this they want this to happen like this. And it's like, okay, now they could. It's just a very.
And again, if you're okay with that, power
Great,
to you.
power
That's
to you.
for you. But if you're not aware of those things, you should be.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. The issue that we want to especially push on is that people are not aware of their privacy risks. They are not aware of their PI. They just do not understand those things because we don't teach them.
Don't get me wrong. I have routines on my Google Home myself.
Yes.
But it's very basic shit. Like I literally have something called turn my shit off. And it just turns off my TV and turns off my lights.
Yeah.
Boom. Because I'm too lazy to just get the remote, turn it off, and then
not the worst thing in the world.
Turn everything. Yeah.
But for like the internet is so ubiquitous in this day and age, yet you are not, as a kid, truly taught what it is, how to be on it. Back in the day, we were of the age group that were taught and shown internet security somewhat. Like,
I mean, those are the days of net neutrality.
Yeah, I mean that is a big part of it. 2015, right? That net neutrality came down. 2016.
Like what away? When did it go away?
Let me check.
I forget. But net neutrality, we were spoiled back in those days.
Extremely spoiled
in terms of the early days of the internet. Well, not necessarily early, but like earlier days of the internet.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like everybody's trying to like maximize their profits through just like
exactly
data farming, and then using that data, feeding it to AI, and be like, okay.
Another thing, when we talk Internet of Things, cannot even truly cover AI. Well, like AI is its own different attack vector in and of itself. And honestly, we should do a full episode on that, like multiple episodes probably, if you guys are interested at all. But Internet of Things, as Mel was saying about net neutrality, has become a lot more, less in your face, because they just don't have to tell you everything.
Yeah, like
they
when you agree to the privacy policies nowadays, it's like you agree
people
to like,
don't read those things.
Yeah.
For once, I recommend it for every single person. Once in your life, actually sit through and read one of those
some of those like privacy. I'm like,
I had to for class.
What? I'm like, bro, you.
The things you give up are insane.
And I'm just like, why do you need this again?
Yeah.
But then the only things that I can actually like approve are on my like device are these set 4 or 5 things.
Well,
but then on the actual privacy policy, you take all this other stuff.
Exactly.
I'm like,
there's a lot of things that do not allow you to use them. Like a lot of apps that do not allow you to use them until you agree to their privacy policy. Yet you might not want all of that, right? But because of the lack of net neutrality and the lack of true regulation, you aren't allowed to use that app unless you fully accept all their privacy claims. That's kind of, in my opinion, part of my language, fucked.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Diabolically insane.
It's also a thing of like, a lot of these companies are so big, you can't escape them. Google. How do you escape Google? Truly. Oh, I'll use Firefox. Okay. That's helpful. Yeah. I mean, it's still Chromium. Yeah. I mean, it's also like you could use Firefox and uBlock, like uBlock Origin. That's helpful. If you want, I will say right now, if you want the most amount of like less ads as possible, do Firefox plus uBlock Origin. Try working in an actual industry with that. You're not going to be able to. You cannot go to a job and actually work like that.
Dude, my job has so much more information, and they're giving it out to so many different vendors and company because I just work there.
Yeah,
and that's just how it.
That's just how it be.
And then,
working in tech, or even studying in tech, you give up so much.
Honestly, personally, if you want to just
work in, like just do some projects.
Just get you a Linux computer.
Yes, get you a Linux. Please. So Europe, for example, right now, have you heard about this? Because of Microsoft and everything, because of how close Microsoft and Apple are to the United States government of right now, they are moving to more Linux-based systems in general. I recommend that for everyone. I absolutely
so LibreOffice free.
LibreOffice is free. Ubuntu is free.
Ubuntu is free. LibreOffice, that's just Microsoft
Office.
Microsoft Office, but better. Like I remember back in the early days of the internet when Microsoft Office was free.
Yeah.
Then at some point in time, it started charging, and I was like, wait, I gotta pay.
Yes.
And then I only really got access to like my school accounts and all that sort of shit. I'm like, bro, I'm not paying all that just for.
Or don't you get access to your work account?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, my work accounts, but like me personally, like I mainly go through like Google Docs and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's the problem. Google Docs and all those things are so simple.
Yeah, and
it doesn't actually give you everything you need.
That's why LibreOffice.
Try running a fucking script through that.
No, that's just what the notes are there for. And then the best thing about the notes app is that you can go .txt or like .dox or like.
Well, I mean, you can just I turn TXT files into HTML files.
Yeah, you could do .html through like a note.
Oh yeah. I believe my notes app can.
And you can also do unfortunately .css.
I mean, yeah.
That's the little style sheets. We love them.
God, shush.
Oh my God. But anyways, that's essentially what we're trying to tell you about IoTs. It's more so like
awareness matters.
Yeah.
You don't have to be scared. You should be aware.
Because it's an entire system. The internet is a system. And when you have an internet of things, that's like all your connected devices connected to internet that is then spanned out. Internet security is a real thing.
It is, yeah, exactly.
Like
it is only getting bigger and bigger.
Disregard application security, disregard all that other stuff. Internet security.
We don't even think about applications.
No, because applications connect to the internet.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like hey, you don't even need to attack vector in the first base.
Let's say you have a certain app that you want to hack into. You don't even need to hack the app itself. Just hack
the system.
The internet, the side of the internet that connects to, like, just hack to it through the internet. Yeah. Like, internet security is like the grandfather of all these things. It's crazy. It's like the main way. It's like everything connects to the, like, that's how everything's communicating through the internet. Unless you have like a full on just enclosed system that you built yourself, like a lab or something. Yep. That's disregarded from the internet. You have your own connected systems through hardware. That is very different. But if you just connect through wires to the internet, like you can get access to the database, to a server somewhere, some shape or form. You just have to know where to look. And if you know where to look, then boom, you're dangerous.
It's very easy to be dangerous in this day and age, as to any sort of like data or any sort of, like application. It is a lot easier, both with the advent of AI and the fact that we are more connected and more disconnected than we have ever been in human history, truly.
Indeed.
Like I've said it before, you know more about someone in China than probably your neighbor.
Mm-hmm. When they used to be the other way around.
Yep.
But don't get us wrong, it helped.
There are good things and there are bad things with this.
Yeah, it helped, like, expand the economy, do all this extra shit. But like, things moving a lot.
You're able to learn a lot easier in certain situations. Mm-hmm. Like convenience is a massive part. Wow, like for
but
people,
it's also a detriment because now things move so much faster than how it used to a point that like now people are expected to like keep up pace with the ever changing platform.
Well, that's the thing, because we are growing so fast, yet not trying to regulate.
We're growing so fast, yet we're not really like moving that far.
Yeah, well,
like
it's because certain things are moving. Certain things are moving for certain people.
Yeah, we're moving fast, but not
the people who are advancing for themselves,
through your labor,
not for society in of itself. And also another thing is like a lot of people just find it easier to not think about these things, right? We have a lot of old people. There are a lot of old people who do not, like, your grandparents probably don't understand how to use your phone. I know my grandma still to this day is like, I don't know what I'm doing on this thing. I can figure some stuff out. And there's kids right now, they get on their phone, they immediately hop onto YouTube, pop everything up. They're 3 years old. They're able to cast YouTube to their TV, do stuff like that. But they have no clue what they're actually doing.
Yeah, they just
They're just going through the motions.
And that's what they're kind of banging on, because it's like, hey, just accept. It's like, hey, do you allow this? And say like,
let me actually search something up. Keep going.
It's like, oh, do you allow this? Click, and then it's like, because they don't know anything. It's like, you just do this, and then you move, boom, 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 and then there it is. Because every time you cast something, you have to like, hey, do you allow screencast? And then it's like, okay, do you know what happens in the back end of that screencast? Something has happened. Like there has to be a connection somewhere, and through that connection, all these devices can also connect to the internet. That's how they're even able to cast to each other. So you're allowing that remote access.
Yep. I want to pull something up that is part of this. A quick history of accidental online purchases by kids. An 11-year-old in California accidentally downloaded a 1,000-bar exam review app. A 2-year-old managed to pay cable program while playing with the remote. Earlier this year, Apple settled a class action lawsuit brought by parents whose kids bought items like virtual food, gems, and coins while playing iPhone and iPad games. One 5-year-old racked up $2,570 in these in-app purchases.
First off, don't these parents get like notifications of like when purchases are made?
They should. Sometimes those notifications can get turned off.
Of course they are.
Or aren't turned on by default.
Why even letting you? What does a 3-year-old do? What does a 3-year-old do with that kind of technology? Tell them to go outside and play with toys,
or play with their toys inside. Give them Legos. Give them things to work.
Whatever happened to like actual like physical toys?
We've gone into the digital world. I'm obsessed with it now.
And then,
though I will say, the Web3 has not worked out as much as these people have wanted.
Crazy.
Or VR. Neither of those have worked out, but makes sense. The thing is, the internet is here to stay. So you, as a user of the internet, even if you are not, you have no idea what ComSci is, you have no clue nor want to learn, you should still learn how the internet works and how your devices connect to it. That is as a person or living in this world, it should be a thing you are aware of, in our opinion. Because if you're using something as complicated as these things, it's good to understand what's happening behind the scenes. It also will help your behavior when you're online, be more aware in how you're helping your kids or helping other young people in being in the internet, and reduce your risk of, getting hacked, getting data out there, or just not being advertised to what you don't want to be advertised to. So in general, try to be more aware of your internet usage, what is connected to the internet, and are you purchasing something that you kind of don't need, that is just giving a more risk of being hacked or more risk of giving data out. You want anything more?
Just please read the things that you just click accept, especially your cookies.
Yes.
Read through the cookies.
Look at your cache.
Don't even get that far. Literally, every website you hop onto, because nowadays they're kind of like forced, depending on where they work, where the company is hosted. Like they're kind of forced to like tell you about what they're collecting from you. So like, read the cookie policies. Don't just fucking click accept.
Don't just accept all. You don't have to.
But if you don't want to read anything, just click reject all.
Exactly, it works.
But sometimes they don't have that.
Yeah,
you have to click.
Sometimes
they'll be further. You have to go through like
if that happens,
extra few clicks to like go through and do like, please deactivate targeting cookies, marketing cookies, all that stuff. Just the one that there's always one that's kind of grayed out that they absolutely need.
The basic trackers?
Yeah, the basic. Like there's one that they absolutely need that you can't.
That unfortunately you won't be able to get rid of.
But get rid
unless
of
they have reject all. Unless they have reject all, which they'll only have reject all.
Well, reject all still only just rejects.
No, they're accepting already. You're accepting that no matter what, that basic cookie is still tracking you. Reject all is just reject all that we're giving you.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Be aware that that's a thing. If you, for example, if you know how to drive a car, that is a technology that is not the most recent in the sense of, what is it, like 19, Late 1800s, early 1900s is when cars first came out. Cars today, as they are a technology. That's something you learn.
Cars today, even your most basic car.
Yeah.
Let's take a Camry for sake.
Yep.
Maybe I think Camrys are pushing like what 150 horsepower, maybe
something like that.
Well under 200 horsepower.
Yep.
Back when cars first came out, they were barely pushing 20 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
My Camry's like a supercar compared to that.
Yep.
Now we see supercars nowadays with 1,000 horsepower.
Yep.
900 pound-feet of torque.
Yep.
Things like that. We've come a decently long way.
We have done that with the internet in literally 15% of the time.
Yeah. And it's only getting more exponential.
You can get away without knowing how the engine of your car works. You can't get away without knowing how the internet works.
Because otherwise, you're just...
And it's not because, and I'll tell you why. Knowing how your engine works doesn't make your driving ability any better.
No.
Knowing how the internet works makes your usage of it a lot better.
Yeah, because then you won't just hand out or do any old thing on the internet.
Exactly.
You actually stop and think.
Yep.
Shit, a library exists.
Go to your libraries, bro. I'm telling you right now. Use your library computers.
Your local library will give you free streaming
service. They will give you everything, bro. Local libraries
are begging you to come.
They are the best thing in this day and age. I'm telling you right now. Support your local libraries. Start going and meeting people out there. They have like anime groups. They have like gaming groups. If you are an adult or even a kid who is like, wow, I can't meet people, go to your library. Go to your local library.
Just do it.
Yep. But that has been
today's episode of
the Common Podcast. We hope you enjoyed.
We're talking about internet things, all the phenomenal things that are connected to the internet, unfortunately. But
and we implore you to just search up, learn a teeny bit more every day. Just do a little more research on the internet or just anything you want. Know what the fuck
it is that you're doing on your devices. You're doing, bro. Thank you, please. But this has been this episode of the Common Podcast.
We'll see you. Goodbye.